Hi.
Hi.
Hi, welcome back. Okay, so last night was movie night.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a long week. We haven't been here in a minute. So this has
know.
been like a sec.
Yeah.
A lot's changed.
I know our pyramid is still from 2 weeks ago. So it has like soul on it and everything. It's like really sad.
It's from Casa. We haven't even been here since Casa. So last night was crazy. I'll kind of like let you start because I feel like I'll just go on a tangent and I could go anywhere with this. So
I think I'm glad that they brought back movie night because they weren't going to for a second.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I think
Casa and movie night are like the staples of Love Island.
I love movie night.
Me too.
It's my favorite. But I think that I don't know, they've like played it off like in other things where they'll like do something else besides movie.
Like what?
Specifically. Like they'll play like little challenges or games of like who said what and like stuff like that.
Okay, but just
they
show them.
Exactly. They brought it back. From my understanding, is that they almost weren't going to do it, and they said it's back by popular demand.
Yeah,
movie night.
it's so diabolical. And the other thing too is if I went into this,
you need to see this stuff.
No, and like I would go into this if I was gonna be on Love Island, like somehow, some way, I'm here. I don't know how, but I'm here. I would be moving the entire time knowing that this was happening.
Exactly.
That movie night is gonna happen.
Exactly.
So like, watch my mouth.
I don't know what they must like tell them. Initially, they must tell them we're not going to do movie night this year.
Not
like,
gonna do it
because like these people, there's no way you don't know that there's a camera on you.
Yeah. Or also too, one of the things that happened recently was the boys being shocked that they were being like they knew they were being filmed for America, but they didn't know they were being filmed for the girls,
which is crazy.
And I'm like, but it's the same thing because they're gonna see it. Like
that's what I mean.
They're gonna see
they're not
it.
Gonna see it until they're out, and like after that, like it's like. Well, we could just, not to be like horrible, but it's like, then we could just break up. Like, if you really have a problem with the way that I acted, then we could just break up because America's not looking at us, even though we are. But, you know, we still are after the fact. But, you know, you can just kind of tell.
The guys are so afraid of these women. I know. It's so funny. Because, like, to your point, if they're waiting till after to, like, deal.
Oh, yeah.
And it's
definitely.
And honestly, I would say up until last night movie night, you could tell Casey thought he was getting a good edit. Like, he was so like, what are you talking about? Like, even when Megan Thee Stallion called him out, and she was like, do you not remember how you moved in Casa? And he's like, how do you mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I think he kind of thought so. I also think that, like, I mean, there's a potential that he could be getting a bad edit also. Because he could be pretty clear about how he's like not interested. He's not getting what he wants.
Oh, I don't disagree with you. I think that he's been very clear with Anaya. I think Anaya was not taking the hints.
She doesn't want to see it.
She didn't want to hear it.
Exactly.
Like, because he, like, I would say, how did she not know that they were just together by default? And do you ever watch Traders?
No.
Okay, so basically the premise, I'll make it like quick, is it's another Peacock production. There's like all this internet joking about Ariana not looking as good this season because Peacock gave the budget to traders. And
Shut up.
I know, I'm like, that's fucked. But anyway, so they have gamers, so people that do Big Brother, Survivor, and then they have like reality TV villains. Mm-hmm. So the gamers are playing the game, and they're ruthless because their whole thing is we're getting money. Like, I don't give a shit. So every time I'm watching this show, I kind of switch in and out of this mode of, you are still playing a game to win money. Yeah. And like half of the time I think, okay, you guys are here to get like the Skims campaign and all that fun stuff that comes with being on a screen like this. But they're not like thinking about, and I think Casey was thinking about the game. So he's like, I'm going to stay, and they kept saying, you're playing it safe. And I was kind of thinking, who else was he interested in? And then every time he like when he was interested in Soul, and I had a meltdown. Yeah. A full meltdown about it. And she went into, I got in trouble on TikTok.
She wouldn't let him do what he was telling her he wanted to do. Mm-hmm. And I think that threw him off too. It made him go, well then what am I supposed to do? And then he just like cocooned. Totally. And he was like, okay, I only like Naya. Like, I don't like anyone else.
I'm not allowed to like anyone else.
Not allowed to. And then when Casa happened, he goes, oh, thank God.
Like I'm free.
I've been waiting for this. Because he has been waiting for it. And I think it's just, yeah.
Well, because there was
very clear that, I don't know. And I think that he did a bad job in making excuses for his, you know what I mean? Like, he went about it the worst way possible, but I I don't think that it was wrong of him to do.
No, and I would say
There's the how.
In
that's
Casey's
wrong.
defense, even just thinking back to when he pulled Soul for a chat, like the one time that he did, he pulled Soul for a chat, and Anaya was like, "Can I pull you for a chat?" And then she's like, "Why are you smiling?" Or like, "Why are you clowning?" Or something. She was like pissed off at him for having a smile on his face. And I think that kind of drew the line in the sand. Like, I'm not allowed to be happy unless it's with you. I will say, I think the way he stood on business was just kind of weird. I think it was. I don't like that TT keeps talking for him. I do love a TT, but I don't like that she keeps. Like, you don't need to stick up for him. Just let it. And I think he needs to just take it a little better. Just take it instead of trying to fight for himself. And I think ultimately, Anaya, I got in trouble on TikTok for saying she was going through a psychosis. If you're having reactions like this to anyone you've known for 3 weeks, everyone needs to take a tip from Jen.
I think
Jen last night got like all the things and just was like,
she got annihilated.
And she was like, okay.
Well, because I think there's a difference in like Jen's mentality about the show itself. Like she's kind of like, if you want to sit here and embarrass me, like totally fine. I'm getting the sympathy vote for that. And like, you're the one that's going to look bad.
Genuinely.
You know that. Exactly. So she's kind of like, well, sounds good. You know, I will go find someone else or I just get kicked off the show. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Like,
I think she's also an experienced dater. Whereas Anaya, it seems like you just got out of private Catholic girl school. Because I would say Jen's kind of like, I've already dealt with this.
If you don't want me, like, you're crazy and you can go look crazy over there. Like, I know what I am. And so I think Anaya preaches that mentality, but she can't live it.
Yes.
And I think that I will say, like, part of the reason why, like, I had such an issue with her during the Casa recoupling meltdown thing was, you know, it's like, I'm going to get in so much trouble for saying this, but like, you know what you're doing when you're crying in public.
But it's a lot. I was uncomfortable.
America can see you crying. So you don't have to be performative about, you know, your emotions and cry and all that kind of stuff. You can do that 2 steps this way. Melanie, you were right there. And Melanie was like, let's go. And she goes, no. And she wanted to cry on the grass.
In front of everyone.
In front of everyone. And that is the problem that I had with it.
She wanted to be like a bleeding heart. And no one was, and they were just laughing at her. And then Melanie in that moment was in the right and like had to yell at her to like snap out of it. I
loved her for that.
That switched all my feelings for Melanie. I'm starting to realize that in that situation, and we'll get to it, Sincere is the problem. And he brings out the worst in her. Which is why we've seen the worst in her. But in this moment, she's looking at her girlfriend like, you're embarrassing yourself in front of these fucking idiots. Yes. And I'm like, that's a good friend.
Yes.
That's a really good friend because your friend's not going to let you look like that.
I would be pulling her across the grass and say, just get inside this alcove. There's like a little arch alcove.
Get into Say Less or whatever.
You don't need to go upstairs. I don't care. You don't need to go to a specific spot.
Get out of sight.
You just need to get out of sight.
Totally.
Of the other islanders and that you are good and safe there. America will see it.
Yeah.
You don't need to perform for us. We will already see
Casey.
Everything that you're doing.
And I would say
there is no problem there, but I think that she wanted to appear the most hurt possible. And I think that is not the right choice, basically. Like that, I think that's what I'm going to get in trouble for, is by saying she wanted to look like that. And I know that that's maybe like in this heat of the situation, you're under duress, like you don't know what else to do besides like that. But I think that if that is your default, is to be victim, 100% victim, no other way about it, then I think that kind of says something about like where you are emotionally, like emotional intelligence wise.
A take I heard on the internet too was that she kind of like, she was really quick to let Casey know, hey, my dad's like a NBA legend. And so he was the guy was basically saying he kind of got trapped like day one with her. And I thought, I mean, interesting take.
He's picking like the crazy, like not crazy, like they are crazy. I'm saying like the people that he is choosing to be with are like people that you can't break up with. Yeah. And he did that 2 times now, and it's like,
oh. And TT is another one. Remember in Casa,
this is the 2 time. This is the second time.
She's not letting him go anywhere. No. So he likes him like that, but what the difference between TT and Anaya is TT was putting out and Anaya was not. And I think if Anaya was a little more fast and loose and I think if she was not a grandma, the way he referred to it,
That was
he wouldn't
so
have turned his head as
harsh.
easy. It was harsh, but she also wasn't like affectionate. And she's like, I want to take it slow. I want to take it slow.
Well,
This might just not be the show for you. I think Love is Blind is the show for you.
Yeah, totally. And I also would even say, like, people are saying Casey was playing it safe. What about Anaya?
Yeah,
What if she was kind of doing that? Like, because obviously, not to be horrible, she is affectionate. She's affectionate to Carl.
True.
So why couldn't she do that with Casey? Maybe she didn't actually like him. So it raises that question.
Totally. I think they both played it, and also no one else was interested in her. So she's like, it's like, just admit that you guys were together by default, and that's okay.
Yeah.
There's only so many options, and there's only so many bombshells, and Kenzie's kind of maximizing on everyone. So
yeah, I also think like the way that the show is, the way the producers are, and everything. When you are single, you run the risk, obviously, of getting kicked.
Yeah.
And that you are just, you're vulnerable. I understand that. However, what the producers will do is when you're single, they send in bombshells specifically for you. They go on and they look at your preferences and they find somebody and they, here's your bombshell. So she could have had the opportunity to get like at least 3 bombshells out of this if she wasn't staying with Casey the whole time.
Well, and also too, think about the guy who like lifted her up and squatted her while they were making out. I'm like, you had guys in there for you when the 12 bombshells came in, and then you picked Carl, which is like a Disney prince, cool, and like the internet's boyfriend. I'm a big fan of Carl. But then there
were like very handsome guys there too, though.
But I also think if you want a bad boy, you could have picked a bad boy because that's not Carl. Mm-hmm. So I feel like you picked perfection, as you put it. And then you still went with Casey, and I think that...
Because you want the bad boy, so I don't know why. Or not even to be, like, crazy, but, like, you get to pick 6 of them. Say, hey, Kata, I know that you don't want... You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't really want anybody else in here.
So can you pick another one for me?
Can you just pick one for me really quick?
Yeah.
I don't know, but then that also goes on the whole thing of what I genuinely think about this season. I think everybody hates each other.
Well, they should have played it more like a game.
You guys could have all been besties and worked for each other. Trinity could have, Kata could have pulled people for Anaya.
I will say the only reason they probably didn't, though, is because the night before they went to bed, having just seen all their guys, like, get lap dances. So I think they went to bed with like, oh, I better. And I could see myself being like full of vengeance and like, okay, I need to
explore my connection.
Explore because like obviously there, and I think also too, when you're left with like this much of what happened, you're thinking the worst. Mm-hmm. And I think I would have played it like, oh, you're going to be like that. I would have been 10 times worse. Yeah. So I think that's how Trinity ended up in the kissing, like in the photo booth kissing.
Yeah.
But I do agree with you, like...
But that was before, I thought. That was before they decided to choose, or no?
No. Oh, it was after. It was after, yeah. So they
only had, like, 12 hours or something.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, fine. But anyways, I do think Anaya should... Right now, I want Anaya to go home. I feel like I know the internet is going to be so mad about that, because I made a TikTok about it, and it just pissed everyone off. I think this has been the most diabolical fan base I've ever dealt with.
I think people want her to be the people's princess in the way where, like... This happened on a UK season where people disagreed with who ended up winning because she didn't have a...
Hey! He's digging on the couch. Sorry, cut that.
It's okay. She didn't have a strong connection the whole time. What she did was she had the hardest time in the villa. So people wanted to, like... have her win because they were like...
So like Anaya, or like Amaya Papaya?
Yeah, kind of. You kept not finding what you were looking for, and then you ended up winning because you did find it at the very end, like almost at the end.
I'm just over Anaya.
She had the hardest time. So I think that's what people are wanting Anaya to be, is not like pity vote, like not like...
I want her to be home.
Like, we want her to find love, so we want her to win, the underdog, right? So that's what people are seeing her as.
I just don't think, like, she's an underdog. I think she's annoying. And that's it. I'm going to say that. I don't think
that's the point of the show. The point of the show isn't the person who wins isn't who had the hardest time, who had the most roller coaster experience. It's who has the strongest connection, most believable connection.
I just don't like her. That's all I got for you. Like, I think she's embarrassing. I'm tired of her. I know that's like a cancelable thing, but of all the people on this show, she's the least equipped mentally. Like, her EQ is not there. Like, and I'll tell you this, I could never handle this show. So that's for me saying, like, as somebody who's on all the antidepressants, all the, like, beta blockers, all the things, I could not handle a format like this.
Oh,
Absolutely the fuck not. I would crumble. She can't be here anymore. And then even last night with, like, Carl, she had this, like, you can't be crying on the grass having your best friend yell at you for looking like a fool to, like, I have butterflies with Carl. Like, girl, you're not authentic. Like, shut up. So I'm kind of over Anaya right now. She was my queen. So here's the thing. It's crazy how the how the people can fall from, like...
Fall from grace, for sure.
It's just weird how it does that. So she was my number one. I am done with her. I think that she doesn't deserve Carl. I'll say that. I think that Carl's too mature for everybody on this show. Even just the way he speaks he makes all of those guys look like children. Anyway, so I'm done with Anaya. I guess we can get into the couples.
Yeah.
The new couples.
So, two things about Casa. I do feel like it helped everything feel more real, which I was like, okay, thank God. Like, everybody's kind of acting out of impulse now, as opposed to acting like they know that they have cameras on them. Hee hee ha ha. Like, I really liked how Casa went for
like,
everyone.
Shook it up. Shake it up, Chicago.
It did shake it up, like, not enough, in my opinion, but, like, it did kind of help that a little bit. Because I'm also saying, like, you guys are here. Like, you know what you signed up for. Like, why are you not enjoying it? You're just like, oh, my eyes can't, like, turn for anyone else, but I'm open to connections. I really am. I'm really open. And then somebody walks in, they go, oh, I just, like, I don't know. It's like,
they're afraid.
The goal of the show isn't to stay with your original couple the whole time. Like, that's not what's supposed to happen here. And I think that that's just kind of what people were doing. And then Casa happened, and I'm like, oh, thank God. Like, just act normal. Act like these are normal human reactions to, like, be swayed. Like, you know, have temptation, do all these things, whatever. Like, not in, like, a real relationship, but in a relationship you've known these people for, like, 2 weeks now.
Well, it's like how you'd move outside in real life. Like, if you knew someone for 2 weeks, you'd have no loyalty to them. Like, and I'm thinking of, like, LA dating pool. So, right?
Totally.
In LA, if you've known someone for 2 weeks, you don't know them.
Yeah.
You don't know them. And that's it. That's it.
If you know somebody for 2 weeks, you've only seen them, like, 3 times, maybe.
Maybe. And that's if you're addicted to each other. Yeah. So it's, like, 3 times max.
Well, that's, like, too much.
Yeah,
it's people say, well, that's, like, rushing it.
It would be. So I'm thinking, in real life, this is insane.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Okay, so I will just say these are our couples. Okay. We're going to go dive in deeper to every single one of them. And I'm excited. Okay.
OTP.
Trinity and Bryce.
I'm obsessed with them. I knew I wasn't sold on them until they were away from the villa and, like, Bryce was crying over Trinity. Skipped to her crying the next day. I started crying. I was like, oh my God. Like, it was so sweet. I think this is the point of the show, is ending up with someone that you wouldn't normally end up with and, like, finding a connection. And that's what they've done. If they don't win, I'll never watch another season of this again. Like, they're not going to break up now. They're boyfriend, girlfriend.
No, yeah.
They're winning.
Yeah.
And that's it. But I wasn't sold until Casa, and I think Casa really was a good test for... She slept in soul ties the whole time. He was, like, back turned to everybody.
Yeah.
And, like, he was like, these girls don't get my jokes.
They both did it respectfully in their own way. Trinity was, she's like me, where she's like, well, I'm just going to go to soul ties. And, like, he knows that he's not going to, you know, be...
he's like, I'm sleeping in a bed.
Be tempted or anything. He's like, I want to sleep in a bed. Like, you know, I'm an actual contestant on here. Like, this, if anything, you should leave. Like, girl.
Yeah, and his bed was just revolving. It was whoever didn't want...
Exactly.
Who was in his bed wasn't, like, up to him. It was whoever... It was, like, a leftover.
I also think that, like, I think my favorite part was... You know how you don't actually hear anybody's real conversations? Like, it just sounds like people are, like, really shallow talking about absolutely nothing all the time. They let us in on a conversation that they had when they said dating outside of your race. And, like, that was so vulnerable, and it made me go, oh, well, win.
Yeah.
Winners.
Yeah. I agree, because they both were kind of, like, stressed about it.
Yeah.
So, and then she was stressed that he would find a little white girl. he was stressed that she was gonna find someone like, because who was it, Corey, and he was like a fashion-y guy,
perfect for, like the perfect picture for her
on paper, perfect on paper, but
yeah.
it's like perfect in real life and perfect on paper. It's funny how that works. So I have no complaints.
I love that.
The only thing I will say is the way Trinity was getting last night in movie night, I feel like puts them both in like a weird. I don't want her to start a fight with Bryce because he's like not really sure what to do with. Do you know what I mean?
I think they are gonna have that issue.
A little tiff.
She's standing up for her girls because even though she's the youngest, she's the mama of the group.
Yeah.
And
she's like so mad at Casey.
I know,
but they should all be mad at Sincere.
Bryce is kind of trying his best to stand up for his boys, but he can't really because he doesn't actually agree with them. So he's kind of sitting there being like he said something about like Sincere or something like that, or
he tried
or KC, where they were like, he went around and like said like that we've never seen him so happy or whatever. And so I think that made Trinity a little upset because she's like you're trying to stand up for your boys, but you're actually not, like you Bryce and Zach.
But I want to see that footage because I didn't see Bryce ever say that. So I'm kind of like, what are you talking about? And I feel like TT just talks. So that's the thing with her where she goes, every single one of you. I'm like, every single one of Casey's boys, which is Sincere and I guess Corbin.
Yeah.
So them two said something. But I'm like, unless the producers are going to show me the footage where Bryce sat down and said, Bryce was too busy crying over Trinity. He did not care about what you were doing. So, but I do think that that'll be a misunderstanding that they face because of all the discourse.
I do. Because I think Bryce is, he likes to talk, and he will talk shit. He'll talk with Trinity, and they will have their little kiki and stuff. But I also do think that he's very non-confrontational. He's like, this isn't my problem. Why? He's also oldest.
He's like the oldest.
Why
do
I have to be part of this? And Trinity's like, we have to stand up for people. That's what we do. And I think that that's where they are. They do have that little tiny difference there.
Totally. But other than that, they're good. So if we get through Thursday night, we'll be in great shape.
Yeah, totally. Okay.
Kata and Zach. So I think that Zach sucks.
Totally.
And I didn't before, and I think he sucks. And I'm like, Zach sucks. He's so handsome, so he really gets away with a lot.
Likes Zach too, and then I was like, like people online are saying he's like a male manipulator, and Kevin was like, what?
Kevin probably likes him for his accent, the same reason Marcus likes him, because last night he said, we're gonna get rinsed, boys, and Marcus thought it was the funniest. I think that that's part of it. I think anybody with an accent kind of gets this weird hall pass in life where they're a little bit more charming. But I will say it's kind of insane that he didn't mention to Kata
that she was
kicked off,
pulled off the show.
And it's also insane that none of the bombshells told her either. Like, why did no one mention this to her unless they were told not to? Which I'm like, was this a producer thing? So movie night, it was a thing?
Maybe, I'm not sure, but like, I also feel like that was his choice.
Manipulation.
He probably would have still told her. He could have gotten in trouble with the producers, whatever. But like, I do think that there's like the manipulation aspect there. I also think that.
Also, she made that girl that got kicked off made out with his brother. I'm so sorry. Like, on what planet are you picking the girl that got with your brother?
Yeah.
She already was with Charlie, and she had two different stories about it. One was they made out at a party. One was that they went on a date. And I said, girl, which is it? So that's weird. That's weird. That's not somebody you could have. Yes, she was really cute and little, and I know that guys like love little petite things, but you're not picking a guy that's already been. You're not picking a girl that's already been with your brother.
I think that, I mean, if she's having these like stories and like saying like, yeah, actually, I have something to say about that. Like, you're clout chasing. Like, that is probably the reason why they let you on the show, is because you have some kind of story about some kind of something.
I banged that guy's brother.
Yeah, exactly. And so I just feel like that was like a little cloudy in itself. But I would say I don't think that the other options were strong enough for them to turn head.
I agree.
Like, I think his might have been if she wasn't pulled off, but I also think that, what is it, like after he saw the
after the kissing challenge and she won the kissing challenge, he was immediately nervous, like, who the fuck are you kissing?
Yes.
And I do think guys sometimes need that to like, it's like because they're only thinking about themselves, and then they realize, oh, like I wouldn't. Guys don't lead with empathy, so he's not thinking, how would I feel if she did this to me? It wasn't until it was a proven fact that she kissed some guy better than you, won a challenge for it, and then you're going, how is she kissing him?
Yeah.
And so that kind of, it bothered me, but it feels like
back.
Yep. And then he goes, oh, you know what, girl, I think I'm still with, like, into Kata.
Mm-hmm.
And that's interesting.
Which I guess that is, like, the test part, right?
Which is, like, the game. But I will say the thing that bothers me about Zach is, like, what do you mean you jokingly in bed said I love you? That's my favorite joke, being told I love you.
Well, that's what people say, like, the manipulation part.
Totally.
So he's joking about, I think Zach should be worried, and I really do think that Kata should, like, drag him in the best way. I don't know if I want them to still end up together, but I do think that she is so much better than him.
I think she could do better outside the villa, but I do think that they'll end up sticking together because I don't think he's going to find better than her. Not really.
I don't think she's going to find better than him.
I think she could maybe outside the villa.
Oh, outside the villa.
Outside the villa, not in the villa, but like I think outside the villa.
I just don't think they're bringing anybody else.
No. But I just don't think him outside the villa, like she's the best he's going to get, period.
Yeah.
Like that's it. Like he might find sluttier, but he's not going to, like she's a really pretty girl.
She's stunning, yeah.
So.
I'll also say like, oh, that's what I meant to say about the manipulation thing. I think Kevin likes them because he likes all the gay jokes, because Kevin makes tons of gay jokes also.
And it's also funny when a guy's comfortable enough to make them.
Totally.
I like that too.
Totally. But people on the outside are saying that is somebody that is not closeted necessarily, but they're saying somebody that is, people who make those jokes, first off, that's like the first sign of this specific type of person, male manipulation person, like closeted person, is making the gay jokes and like making a bunch of other little tiny jokes and then saying like, just kidding, because at the end of it all, they don't actually like women. They hate women. And so people are saying that they think that that's what Zach is because of the I love you joke in bed. I don't think the girl should have breakfast in the morning. There's all these little tiny jokes that he's jokes.
I could see that I hate women thing. I see that.
Where he doesn't actually.
I feel like I've dealt with people like that before.
Like.
Girls. Not really.
Women. Like he kind of wants to like, and then.
Like how Carl's making breakfast for two people just to be nice. He's like, I don't want you to go hungry. Like that's a guy that loves women.
There you go.
Zach is, I totally see that.
And then he made another joke on the pier, I think. There was another time too where like she kind of does it too, though, where she was like, oh, so-and-so could pick me up and so-and-so could take me the whole way across the pier, She's
so tiny. If he can't pick her up, he can't pick anyone up.
I know, but she was talking a lot about the other guy, in the Casa guy, and she was kind of like dangling it over his head, but that's because she's,
Because that's what motivates Zach, though. I feel like if you're smart enough to catch on that, like, this guy doesn't care about me until it's like her value is placed in how other men value her. So
I just don't think that's a good relationship.
No, it's not.
So freaking toxic.
They're toxic. They're that high school. They're that couple you want to break up.
Did that to me, I would be.
If he ever didn't make you breakfast after 3 weeks, you haven't even been here that long. Make me fucking breakfast.
Yeah.
Not like, oh, I didn't get in there fast enough. Like you.
I don't understand why you would dangle another person over somebody. That's so rude. That is so mean.
Well,
that's poking at the vulnerability.
He also lied and was like, oh, if I wanted to, I would have brought her if I wanted her. And it's like, you couldn't have brought her.
You couldn't have.
So don't say that. That's I think a dangle too. So I think they're that couple that everyone around you wants to break up and they don't.
Yeah.
So that's them, and I don't care about them really. If they break up, I'll be happy for Kata.
Me too.
I like them individually. I don't like them as a couple. It was tough to watch movie night.
I'm glad that she ended up catching on though, because after everything was fine. The one thing was when they showed everybody all sitting, and she's like, "Where's the angel?" Like, thank God she caught on.
I think the producers did that for her.
Nobody would have.
Yeah.
Told her, obviously. And I thought that he got off so easy with the whole making out in the bed, the roll around blankets all over the place bed.
Yeah. Because to say you kiss someone a couple of times and then to see it is totally different. So
that's not kissing.
He got away with murder, but movie night didn't let him. So I like that. So I don't care about them. They're toxic. Carbonara and Parmesan made for each other.
That's so funny.
Made for each other. Two robots in love.
They're so funny.
They are two peas in a pod. Mm-hmm. They're perfect for each other.
They're so funny. I genuinely, I don't believe them at all. Like, do you believe them? Do you believe?
I believe that they're both idiots and they're both very lustful, and I believe that they're meeting each other where they're at. Like, I thought it was weird that they DM'd before and that he never DM'd her back. I thought that was kind of weird. but Instagram's a weird place. So I feel like you could be like assuming it's a bot. She cracks me up because she was like, I want to be closed off. And then she goes and tells her girls, we're closed off. It came out of nowhere. It's like, you literally went like this to him and said, I want to be closed off. So she cracks me up.
I think, I'm sure it's the way that they both have these like very like unheard of voices. I've never heard voices like
her
this
accent
ever.
Is weird.
They're so crazy.
Melanie.
Because he's got it and then she's got it too. So I think that it is hard when they are speaking. I'm like, I don't believe any. You sound like a really bad actor.
Well,
you sound like
you're
acting.
so hot, and I'm so hot, and I can't wait to pick you up in my car.
I just want to say, like, I can't. I just want to I really want to be closed off or whatever. And she like screamed it, but she's like fake screaming.
I want to be closed off.
I want to be closed off. Like, it's an act. It sounds like an act.
I just think she's dumb.
I think it's her voice, and I think it's his voice too. But
respectfully. Also, I heard she has a racial slur allegation against her that was in a text. So her days might be numbered.
Damn.
That went around online, and I'm like, you can't kick off one Islander and not kick them all off for the same thing. So,
kind of yeah.
But I do think Corbin would leave with her. I think if she got kicked off, he would leave. He'd be like, okay, I'm done too.
Yeah, I think
I believe it.
I think they're just both wonderfully shallow
and
about
horny.
each other, and I think that's like, I think that they do think that they are like the sexiest couple. They think that everybody wants to be them, and all that, like taking the shower together, like that was like
so bad for robots.
It's just kind of
so bad for their settings.
They're gonna short circuit.
The most surprising thing about that is that they're both robots and they showered. You don't belong in the water.
It's just more like, that's kind of performative, like to kind of be like, we're so sexy. You guys wish that you could be as sexy as us.
They're like, and they're constantly all the time, and I'm like, damn, like it's just maybe when you work out that much, you really are that horny. But she is a woman written by a man, and I've seen that, and like, and he is. She is a woman written by, like, remember when she even defended him? She was like, it's just, he was with the boys. It's totally fine that he was saying mean shit about Kenzie. He was with the boys. It's like, is that fine?
Is.
So she's very, also, by the way,
male-centric.
a drinking game we could start. And this is like, you take a shot every time one of the Islanders says, bro.
Oh my gosh.
You'd be drunk every episode.
You would be.
All they say is bro. And I actually realized I don't like that. I don't want to, I don't think it's a cute. I also really don't like the pet name Beloved coming from Sincere because he's, yep. I feel like if Kevin said it, it would be Sincere, but I feel like Sincere saying it makes me hate the word.
Oh, I hate it so much with anything he says. Wait, we'll get to him.
Hello, Beloved. Anyways, but these two.
Or a drinking game, not gonna lie. When they say not gonna lie, they say that so much.
Dude, that and then bro, just I don't mean to be that girl. I don't like it when girls say bro all the time.
My friend says it, and it's fine when she says it.
But if it's intermittent, like once in a combo, fine. But the way that they're going bro, it just seems like it's almost, remember when people would say dude almost too much and it kind of gives like stoner? I'm like, I don't know what it's giving. Maybe it's just a really Gen Z thing. I'm like, it's very internet talk. And I think that's it's weird. It's something about it.
I would beg to differ. I would beg to differ and say like that it is,
it's the new dude.
It's like, it's old. It's like when I was in high school, that's what we said. We said bro all the time. And now we don't say that because it's like, we're not each other's bros. Like, this is a girl. This is a woman. Like, she's like, she's my girl. Like, I love her like that.
And
like,
maybe because I say girl.
Bro is to like.
Bro is when someone pisses you off and you go, bro. Like that's how I think of the word bro. Not just, I don't know, bro. And I think they're saying weird. It so, I'm like, ugh. So the two of them, I love them together. I don't think they're going to win because they're annoying. Like, do you know what I mean?
Somebody said that she's out here putting feminism so far back.
So far back.
And I was like, oh my god. They said like
she really is.
Because she's Iranian? Persian?
I don't know what she is.
I don't know. Well, she's a Persian cat.
Yeah, Persian cat.
They were saying like, oh my god, they're like, I have never ever ever seen a woman of that ethnicity act like that. That is so far against what every mother will ever teach you.
Yeah.
It is the complete opposite. And so I just thought that was really funny.
It is true. I mean, and it also is proof that when you're beautiful, it doesn't mean you have a personality.
Yeah.
That's all. Okay.
Who are they?
No, literally these two, Caleb and Jaden.
They don't get any screen time.
And she looks really close to Jessica Alba, so it's kind of weird.
She's
Caucasian
really
Jessica Alba, but they're very boring.
So boring.
like the most boring. I don't even want to call them vanilla because that's like an insult to vanilla. They are boring. Caleb doesn't belong here.
You can tell that they're boring because they don't get any screen time.
Totally.
There is a real thing about the screen time. If nothing's happening,
zero chemistry.
Yeah.
And she even said it last night. She goes, I want like a more aggressive guy. And she goes, I don't think I'd be having these feelings if I really liked him. And they were like, you probably wouldn't. But I think she's just doing it to stay in the villa. So I think that's where that's at. I actually have nothing to say about Caleb and Jaden. I think it would be to like Caleb's benefit to, I don't know who he would explore, but maybe Jen. They had like a brief connection for a second.
Yeah.
Jaden, I don't know, Jaden and Carl. I don't know. I don't think that's Carl's type, but I don't care about them. They could be kicked off the island and it wouldn't change the show at all.
Yeah.
So I don't even need to talk about them for 5 more seconds. I don't even care. Oh.
Okay.
Miss Kenzie.
I know, I didn't even write down anything for them. Kenzie and Dylan.
How about him crying last night?
Okay. I don't know how you feel about it.
Tell me.
I was kind of feeling my own way where I was just kind of like, I was like, okay, bro. Like, wait, should I say it? I was just more kind of being like, you know, you've seen the show, you know how she is. Like, I don't know why you didn't expect this to happen, for one. For two,
4 days.
Yes, you don't really know her necessarily.
To cry.
So that's that. Kevin, on the other hand, is like, he's like, I think he needs to win the show single-handedly. No, not share the 100K. Like, he's like, that he got so played by her. That is so ridiculous. And like, not in the way that like, this isn't an Anaya playing way. I know Anaya's was like a lot longer, but like hers at least weren't straight up lies. Kenzie is straight up lying.
Yeah.
To him, and that's extremely embarrassing, and obviously she's going to get caught tomorrow, but
I was expecting her to get fried last night in movie night because I had said on TikTok I think that it's going to be the worst for Sincere and Kenzie because Kenzie is very evasive. Like she is the male version of Sincere. She is not, I tell the truth but not the whole truth. And I didn't realize she's the villain.
She is very Gabe mentality, and like they even said that during one of the ones where they sent them home. Yeah, they said, they were like, well, if we're sending Gabe home, then we should have sent Kenzie home for the same reason, because she's doing the exact same thing.
But then people online would argue she's just playing the game, and I'm like, okay, but like at what point are we gonna like try and be serious about one person? Like and then she even said in the very beginning, I'm not a girl that has a roster. You definitely are.
Yeah, you've had a roster this whole time.
But most likely to get Eiffel Towered. She loves 2 guys at once. Loves it. And I really was a fan. And then last night, when she went after Gall, I was bothered by that.
I was so bothered by that. I think that
she's always like this.
Yeah. I think that she was at least like very funny. In the way, I was like very happy that it seemed like she was the only person kind of playing the game, but I will also say that she was the only person not getting any like smoke for like how she was acting.
Totally.
And so, you know, yes, Sincere was playing the game. He was getting in trouble for it. And then Kenzie was playing the game. She's not getting in trouble for it. And so it's just kind of this like, and I'm like, oh, maybe she's just being more clear about the way that she's moving, and she's genuinely like being transparent and saying, okay, well, I'm talking to this guy. I want to kiss him, but I just kissed him today, so maybe I'll kiss that other guy tomorrow. Like, just kind of, maybe she's acting like that. Now we find out she hasn't been at all. Like, she's never moved like that with anyone, which I think is why the Caleb thing exploded. The Dylan thing exploded. I think that, unfortunately, she is just really shallow. And, like, because like they said, I also like
second she found out Gall had a coffee shop, she was like all about that.
Well, okay.
You know how much of my time I spent in coffee shops? Like, how much could you really be spending?
Another thing is they did send in Gall for her though, because he's from Texas, moved to Venice. So it's just kind of exactly what she would want, you know. And then
so is Caleb. So I'm sick of Kenzie.
But I think that she's shallow, and so. Then that was my whole other thing is like, what was I saying? Oh, they were saying like, Dylan's given you everything. He's given you everything that you want. Like, what more could you want? I think that is not, I don't think that's fair to say, because what more could you want? Sexual attraction. Maybe you don't have that.
I think they're just sick of her bopping around.
That's not your fault. That's not his fault. So
yeah.
That's my take on that. I think everything else that everyone said was right, though, besides that one thing.
I would say I agree to. I think the girls just said that because they don't want her bopping around their guy because she's just bopping around. So
Which
I think
she
that.
Has been.
And then also last night with the Dylan crying, the first portion where you realize he was about to cry, my heart broke for him. And then when he kind of was carrying on about it and throwing the towel over his head in the boys' bathroom and just that being Anaya about it, I was like, okay.
Yeah, that was a lot.
You have been here 4 days. You watched the episodes before you got into the thing.
Yeah,
You've seen
exactly
her doing this. You saw her privately kiss Corbin. There's no whatever. So I will say, yes, you can be frustrated. I think you were a little over the top about it. Kind of like with Anaya. There was a point where I felt sympathy for you, and then you crossed this line of, this is psychosis. This is a crazy way to behave. It's
performative. I wouldn't call it psychosis, because I also feel like that is an excuse of they are going through a mental breakdown.
It's giving them too much credit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think there's a performative element to it, which is why you don't like it. Because if you see somebody go have a breakdown, you go, oh my gosh.
Well, an authentic breakdown. Yeah, true. True psychosis.
We can't be watching this. This isn't. We can't be watching this. It's it's an invasion of privacy.
Totally, but it's hard for me to take 22-year-olds on a show where it's you're not coming here. Don't tell me you're coming here for love. You're coming here for brand deals. And I think if you owned that and you found love, great. But I think that don't do that to me. Don't be oh my God, as if Casey was the only guy you've ever liked since 8th grade. Just shut up. And the same with Dylan. Kenzie is beautiful and she does the splits.
I mean,
that's what she does. What else? She's not for a nurse. She doesn't know a whole lot. She thought tuna tartare was cheese.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
You have to really get along with somebody, and I highly doubt that, unless she's just super agreeable. Then that's a different story. But
yeah, and maybe she's getting a bad at it, but I do think she's a little sneaky. But Dylan also being dramatic gave me the ick. So I think that Kenzie would have probably been more suited with Gall.
Yeah,
I think Dylan having a little mentee B.
Oh, I will also say, sorry, last thing. Remember when they were having the combo? This gave me the ick from Kenzie, because he was just expressing obviously that he's super bummed, whatever, right? And then he goes and then he's like so do you want to explore the connection? And she's there literally a little puppy that got in trouble, and she's like, no, I don't want to explore the connection, and I just really want to be with you. It was so, I think that was just such a lie. I think that the only reason why she said that is because she got in trouble and she hurt his feelings. Now she feels bad.
And she realizes she looks bad making someone cry.
Exactly. And now she's going to stay with him because she hurt him.
It would be more authentic if she just moved the same way. Just just stand on business. Exactly. All 10 toes down.
She's not going to do that.
No.
She's going to stay with him because she goes, oh crap, I messed up. But genuinely, I do think that she would have. If he would have been a little more okay with it, she would have left him for Gall.
Yeah, and I do think that she's gonna most likely to get kicked off the island by if the Islanders have a girl they want to remove, it's gonna be her, because they're all sick of her shit. And Jen last night dropping bars with oh, if this wasn't Love Island, I would not be your friend and I wouldn't trust you. And that's 100%, because you can't look at somebody to their face and say, hey, I'm your friend, and then go hook up with the guy that they want. And you have to be I would say you have to be so quick to tell on yourself. Because I do think this is one of those weird, if it travels around the Casa,
it's timing.
So if she would have went to Jen and been hey, me and Gall just kissed, I just need to let you know, because you're sharing a bed with him tonight and you should just know.
Yeah.
That's a girl who gives a shit about her friends and going, hey. But I also think it is the timing, because Gall started we'll get into them.
Yeah.
But anyways, Kenzie and Dylan could give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Could give a fuck. Oh,
okay.
Cierra and Casey.
What do I have for here?
Match made in heaven.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, we kind of already talked about it. just like the way that he did use Casa as an excuse, I think that he was kind of put in a place where he couldn't do anything else without making anyone upset. And like, I think that, that's on him for like not knowing how to navigate something and make somebody upset. Like you're going to make them upset anyway. Like you could do it very disrespectfully or you could do it respectfully. And that's that.
I think he's just very like, doesn't know how to be accountable. Just if you like, even when Corbin the other night during the cake challenge was like, just take it, dude, take it.
And he thinking, kept turning around. Yeah.
We're doomed if Corbin is the smart one in the room. Like, I was like, what? I was like, Corbin literally was like, take it. And I'm thinking, yes, like, Corbin is right. But I think that KC needs a girl that picks him, defends him. He needs a mom. Yeah. And TT will be his mommy. Yeah. And I think that that's their attraction is every time he's in, like, a weird pot of water, she's stepping in to do it. And, like, he needs somebody to defend him. Yeah. And like I don't think that's the most attractive quality in a man ever, but like he also compares her to his sister and his mommy, which lets me know that you want and like think about that. Yeah, and think about like
your sister and your mom. You want your protectors. You want your
safety net protectors. Like you want people that will defend you to the death. Yeah,
you want
like
somebody who knows you
rides
and
for
loves you and accepts you for who you are, for all of your faults. Like your mom and your sister are obviously going to be doing that.
Also, your mom and your sister are going to like justify your wrongdoing when you do wrong. Because like, I know if my brother did something wrong, I'm like, no, he didn't. Like, I'm like, no, he didn't. He's perfect. So like, and it's just like, and like, I'm like, or at least compared to like the dogs out there that I've seen. So I think that that's something that your mom and your sister does. That's what he needs. Also, she's like putting out, very affectionate. Mm-hmm. And I think that she's
very confident. She's so very confident. Like sure of herself and what she has, what she brings to the table. Like,
and she came in going, I want you. And I just want to be wanted. Mm-hmm. Like, it's like the whole, and I think that a confident, beautiful woman with the Fulani braids coming in. I can't get over.
I hated how Anaya kept saying that.
I know, and I didn't even know what that was. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I learned a new thing.
Like, of course. And then she go, fuck.
Yeah,
Kevin does
fuck.
It's so mean. We're so mean. But it's just.
Cierra's perfect for Casey, and she's beautiful. And I don't think anyone in there. I think it's good that she wants him because I think she deserves better than every crop of guys in there. She won me over when she went up to Amor and was like, you need to tell Melanie everything. And then Amor, I felt like could have been more, we'll get into that, but like she could have been a little bit more
direct
and been like, no girl, he's playing your ass. And like, if Melanie had heard that again, like you're being played, she would have taken, because it's like, she kind of woke up the other day. She goes, the prize isn't being wanted, it's being respected. And I thought, finally.
Yeah.
But
no, Melanie is quite smart. We're going to get to her actually next.
But Cierra and Casey love them together. They're not going to win, but like, I think that they will. When he came back and was like, I choose TT, like, I pick Clark.
Yeah.
I choose Clark. Like, it just, I'm like, and they're still together outside the villa. I think these two are endgame.
Yeah.
I don't care about them as far as this game goes, but I think they're cute together. Mm-hmm. But like, totally. I don't think they're winning the money because they're pissing everybody off. Yeah. But they don't piss me off. Melanie and Sincere.
Okay, first off, Melanie got smart. I literally said, Melanie, ? When did you get smart?
She woke up.
Yeah.
She woke up. She's impressing me. I would say we were like terrorized by her for the first 2 weeks of the show. Mm-hmm. She was a nightmare to behold. And a lot of this. Then after heart rate challenge, which it wasn't heart rate challenge because they weren't hooked up to heart rate monitors, so that's not really the heart rate challenge. But after that,
I know
lap dance show.
I love the heart rate challenge.
Remember last year with Huda and Ace. So they. After that, when she was very calm, I had a different level of respect for her, and I said, okay. And then I was like, okay, because she said, I'll let you know what to do. And I thought, I thought,
and I was like, wow. Oh, well, she was just getting a bad edit.
She was. Swear. And then she kind of lost me again when Corey is like basically telling her as most he could. He goes, hey, I'm watching the show. You're being embarrassed on TV and you deserve better. And I think after last night's movie night, everyone saw what that meant. So he let her know and she chose to ignore it. My man. I think that her tunnel vision is her downside. I think if she had as much confidence in herself as she does for like Anaya being like, you're beautiful, you're strong, like that's Build-A-Bear over there, like blah blah. It's like she has all these anecdotes for all her friends, and then when it comes to her, she folds like a cheap suit, and it's so embarrassing to me. So
it is a hard thing to do in general. I'm not saying it's easier. It's definitely easier said than done to like be like that. But like at the same time, like you do need friends that tell you, hey girl, take your own advice, take your own advice, take your own advice. And so I think that she's not having that,
and then
which is the problem.
And then Anaya being her best friend, and then Anaya's like gassing her up, like, oh, you guys are so cute together. And it's like, Anaya doesn't have your back, girl, because, and then maybe Anaya just isn't seeing it, and maybe she's not seeing all the, but like after last night, I thought there was no way that at movie night they weren't going to play a clip of Amora. And then I'm realizing, oh no, he's just done so much shit. He has a whole other clip.
He has a whole other clip.
He has a whole other door for him. And it's like, he said so much stuff to Soul. And we haven't even gotten to the part where he said, Amara, if we had more time, it would have been you. You'd be the one.
Yeah, that's tomorrow. Yeah. That one's coming out tomorrow. Because I saw the little like clip it. And I'm like, but I don't know. I will say like, at first I was like, she's just like not seeing the truth. Like she's like avoiding the truth. But now after movie night, I'm like kind of more on the way of she wasn't told the truth. And like, I think it's like so crazy clear that like, she's super smart. She's got a great head on her shoulders. She knows like how she wants to be treated and all that stuff. She was just being straight up lied to.
Yeah, because even last night when Anaya, and something I really didn't like that Anaya kept saying, she was, see, you're not crazy. And it's like, the thing is, Melanie never thought she was crazy. No. There was never a moment where Melanie was like, am I crazy? I think
she might have said that actually.
Maybe, but like Soul being entitled to Sincere makes all the more sense when you see that edit, because he was saying, he called them both beloved. When they showed the double take of beloved, I was like,
awesome.
I was like, these producers hate him as much as I do. I'm like,
it was great.
Who did you piss off in production, Sincere? Besides everyone. Yeah, and I think that Melanie. Then the only thing is the preview for Thursday, she was like, when are you gonna fix it? I was so impressed that she just stayed there silent. And I thought, and I even said to Marcus, I'm like, see how powerful that is when you just shut the fuck up. And then they showed Thursday, and he goes, oh yeah, and I'm like, God, she should have just kept it quiet. Yeah. But I think saying to Sincere, when are you gonna fix it? It's like, when are you gonna leave it?
Yeah, leave. You must leave. I also
there's no fixing that man, dude.
I have two things. One thing is about Corey. I think that Corey
tried.
I really do think that he tried. I think that he is maybe too good of a guy to put down another man to take their spot. And I think he might have probably should have.
He probably should have been like, I think he could have been more real about like, this guy's embarrassing you, dude.
Because, okay, there's a difference between putting somebody down and just saying the truth. Being honest. Okay, this is what's happening.
He's too much of a bro.
Exactly. Like he might have just been like too good of a guy. Like because he even said it on the after set. He's like, unfortunately, like I'm not the kind of person that needs to bring somebody down to like lift myself up. But like,
admirable.
I think in that situation, he probably should have just a tad bit more.
I think if he wanted Melanie more, he would have.
Maybe. I
think if it was not just about getting into the villa and it was really about like, wait, I want this girl, maybe, because I think all is fair in love and war. But I do agree with, it's good to have the mentality of, I'm not going to put this person down. But you did everybody a disservice because like Sincere shouldn't be. He sucks. I do not like him at all.
I know this is another hot take. Again, I'm gonna get crushed for it. Corey is the one that should have been brought back into the villa. I
don't think that's I think that's a super popular take on some level because
the only reason why Carl is brought back is for Anaya, quote unquote. For Anaya. Everybody is pushing them. Megan Thee Stallion is pushing them, to be together. So obviously Carl's going to feel obligated to like, help her and like be there for her and, all these kinds of things. It's whatever. But then at the same time, it's like, she's using you. She's using you as a pawn to get back at KC. Obviously, she wouldn't have as many feelings and as many like outrages unless it was a pride thing or unless she, she still liked him, whatever. But I think it's more of a pride thing of that she needs to be above Casey or like whatever. So I just don't think, and then I think outside of that, like Carl isn't really going to be able to have the chance to get to know anybody else because of this Anaya like situation. So
I agree with you on
they should have brought back Corey.
Most of those points. I think that Corey would have been better to bring back because I don't think we should have done Anaya any favors because I'm so done with Anaya, and I know that that's an unpopular take because everyone wants, like you said, people's princess. She's not my princess. She wasn't built for this kind of show. She should have been on Love is Blind because she wants something, and then she's now using Carl, to your point. And like Carl's a literal Disney prince. He is, like, even last night when they go, "What would you do if you had no money in the world?" He goes, "I would just dance." I was like, "Oh my god, you are the the sweetest thing." Like I was like, "You are so cute."
He's like, "I'm really bummed that Megan didn't get to see me shake my ass." Like, you're so.
He should be with Megan Thee Stallion. Maybe that's like really what should happen. Maybe that's why she was pushing him. He's so handsome. He's so cute. I think that Anaya needs to take some time to Anaya's self and be what everyone else sees her as.
Yeah.
You don't act like I gave you so much credit in the beginning, and maybe the villa really just fucks with your head, but Corey being brought back would have been better because now Melanie's fucked because no one's gonna explore that now. She's like damaged goods. And not because she actually is, but because like she has Sincere's stink all over him. If you picked Sincere after the recoupling after Casa, after you saw him like with all the girls, I'm like, just the faces he made, I was out.
Oh, that was
when that girl called him Lord Farquaad, I was like, that was
okay, but that was racist. She was so racist to that.
She won't. It sucks that the racist is the one who did it, but that was still a funny assessment. It sucks that like the girl who's racist said that, but like
she didn't touch any of the three guys. That was so.
I didn't even notice that. I was just like,
I picked that up immediately.
I thought it was just because they were the three guys that were in relationships. So I didn't pick it up because I was kind of like, oh, like these are the three guys that are the most serious on screen.
Bryce.
I'm innocent in my mentality.
Bryce and Zach are actually the ones that are most in the relationships.
But like
not
Bryce,
Sincere,
I don't think Bryce. No, Sincere definitely. Sincere with Melanie after their love letters.
I mean, I would say just like watching the show, you don't believe it. Like, yeah, like it sounds great and dandy and stuff like that, but like the three that she chose are not the three. I think
I just didn't notice it because I wasn't watching with my like racist lenses on. I was just like, when she called him Lord Farquaad because I hate Sincere so much, it was funny to me. Yeah. I wish anyone else would have done it. Like if Persian Cat would have been like, okay, Lord Farquaad, then we'd be allowed to giggle about it. But I hate Sincere. That's it. You can never make me like him. There's no edit in the world that'll change my mind. He's the worst character on the show. I want him to go home and I want him to know no happiness. And like that is just, that's it. And I realize that he brings out the absolute worst in Melanie, and I think she would have been the people's princess.
I think he brings out the worst in us too.
Look at me. Yeah. I hate this person I don't know. Yeah. Like that's insane. So I want to shave his head and just like, that's it. All you have going for you is your curly locks. That's it. I want to take him and donate him to Locks of Love. I'm sick of his shit. So
I don't understand. I don't know what the draw is. I don't get it. Like
his metaphors.
No, but that's the thing though, is like he does this. I think other people do this too when they're fighting. But it's okay. What it is he says things multiple times. So he says what did he say? He something last night. He said like it'll whatever. He said something 2 times. And I genuinely think that when people are repeating something,
he said, "Obviously, I'm sorry. Obviously, I'm sorry."
Like,
and when someone says, "Obviously, I'm sorry," you're not sorry. Just say it. Say it genuinely.
It's saying you should see that I'm sorry. I don't need to prove it to
you. Obviously, I'm sorry.
Horrible.
Yeah.
But when people are repeating something multiple times, that they don't have a point. So they're trying to use the gravity of the words.
Like the repetition or something?
Yes, the repetition of it as like the point to get the point across. So Anaya did that too, where she said like, I could be 10 times worse. I can be 10 times worse. I'm a bad bitch. I could be 10 times worse. And then she goes upstairs. I could be 10 times worse. And
then be worse.
You're saying the same thing over and over again.
Then be worse.
And so Sincere does that too, when he like is like saying like, obviously like, you know, like I know what I did was wrong, but I can't take it back. I know what I said was wrong, but I can't take it back. You said the same thing twice. You're trying to sound like you have weight to your words, but you genuinely don't.
Also, the other thing too is remember when they were doing the same night that we found out that Trinity gave head while her mom was driving the car.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, there was like a cheating thing where he was like, yeah, I text it. So I'm like, he actually sucks.
That's what Kevin said.
Yeah.
He said, am I the
We
only
all
person
know.
that saw this, that he was the cheater?
And
Like,
he's still
from the very first game? Yeah.
And then also I thought it was crazy when he called Amor a big dog. He was like, all right, big dog.
Bro, that was
And like, you were literally just French frying her in bed the other day.
Yeah.
And I also think
I think that pissed her off, and I hope that she acts on that, because like it like that is so insane of him.
So
to be like, we good, big dog? And she's like, who the fuck are you calling big dog?
You just said
bro?
like 2 days ago I would have been the one had you met me first.
Yeah.
And now you're big dog
I'm
me.
a woman. I'm not your big dog, bro. Like, no. So
I think that was like a cheap thing that he did. So I don't like Sincere. Melanie's always deserved better. To wrap them up, he brought out the absolute worst in her.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that she might have had like a chip of insecurity on her shoulder, and he turned it into like a full-blown like 300-pound man on her shoulder, weighing her down. She will do better outside the villa.
Yeah.
They're not winning. If they stay together after movie night, I actually will lose respect for her, because I'm going with you can't unsee this. So there is no telling yourself, oh, maybe it didn't it happened. Like, that's it. And I can't, when you can see things with your eyes.
Yeah.
That's it. Like,
yeah.
What's that one movie where they like hold open the eyes when the bad thing comes? And then they see it and they like end up getting infected and dying. Is it like Birdcage?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Is it with Sandra Bullock, Birdcage, or what is
Bird Box?
Is that the one?
I don't remember that movie at all. I thought she had a head. I
think it's with Emily Blunt.
Quiet Place.
Is that the one? I don't know. There's one where they like the guy like makes the eyes stay open. I'm just saying, it's like that is how I feel. Like, you were forced to watch this. Anything outside of here is on you, baby.
Mm-hmm.
And because if I can believe that this guy, when you like somebody, I can believe that you want to believe somebody so bad that you just listen to their bullshit.
Yeah.
This thing is now, you've seen cold hard proof. So anything you do after this, I don't feel bad for you.
For sure.
Well, I felt I can feel bad for you until now when you've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Now I can't feel bad for you anymore. I have a threshold of like sympathy where I'm like, okay, now if you stay in this relationship, then you're choosing to stay.
Yeah.
Like, and let him play you. And it's like,
well, because the sympathy comes from, you don't know better. We know better. You don't know better. You can't see it. You're being lied to. You know, you 100%. Don't know any of this stuff.
And now you're seeing it.
Now you're seeing it.
He called you and another girl beloved. He told Soul, I only want to be here. He went and
leave.
He said, I'm not going to explore anyone else, and then went and made out with Soul. Like,
the same day.
He's been playing you, and you haven't even gotten to the Amora stuff, which was 3 days ago.
I'm so excited.
Me too. I want to watch him burn.
One last thing I'll say before we get to the last couple and then the singles. But I know this is like so crazy, and like maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure if this is like the wrong thing or whatever. I do not think that Megan Thee Stallion should have had any opinion. Oh. I don't think that was good. I think that you keep them in the dark. You continue to keep them in the dark. You can't have a bias, because then, you know what I mean? Like,
I think her bias comes from what happened with Klay Thompson, though. She's a woman that was just.
I don't know any of that.
Oh, she just got fully like embarrassed. Like, so I think her thing is like.
That makes sense. You
know, I feel like I do think you're right.
Saying,
like, a host has to come on to host.
What is her name?
Anaya?
No, the main one.
Ariana.
She would have never had,
because you can't
a bias.
You have to be diplomatic.
You can't have a bias. Like, and so I think Megan coming on having a bias, what it did was it kind of gave little hints to all the Islanders on, hey, America doesn't like you. You better act up. You better shape up. And then they're sitting there being like, ooh, like, okay, like maybe I did do something wrong, or I need to be better, and all this kind of stuff. So they can kind of strategize better. That's what I'm saying. Keep them in the dark. You've already kept them in the dark for so many weeks already. They don't know anything. Keep them there.
I kind of liked that she did, because here's the thing, like, men don't know, like, oppression. So, like, I felt like every little chance they got to, like, get at the girls. So I like that she kind of humbled them.
There's a celebrity there kind of being like, you're being dumb.
You suck. And, like, I actually am more powerful than you.
Yeah.
Like, people know me, they don't know you.
I get that.
Shut up. So I kind of like that she, because I even liked when.
Like, it's like your idol coming to you and saying that you fucked up.
Well, I thought it was funny when she told Kenzie, she's like, you Dora the Explorer. And I was like,
She goes, I love my clam slam.
My clam slam. I love that the clam slam her around the world. I was like, oh shit. But I agree with you. When a host comes on, they should be diplomatic. The only reason I enjoyed it was because I feel like these men, I don't like weaponized incompetence. I think that's something I found out in the last couple of months about myself. When you ask someone a question point blank about what they did and they go, what do you mean?
Yeah.
I'm actually asking you what I mean.
Yeah.
So when he goes, what do you mean? It's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do I mean? Like,
his responses were psycho.
So I thought that it was kind of funny that she just went, well, did you not remember anything that happened in Casa? Like,
yeah.
So I like that she kind of put him on the spot, because no one was gonna. They're all gonna shit on the girls, but no one's gonna shit on her. So I like that she kind of came in for the girls, because I do think, like, at the end of the day, guys are, and she just had like a gnarly experience with a guy. Like, Klay Thompson's forever gonna be the biggest idiot in my head for what he did to her. So I think that in her head, she's just sticking up for the girls. And I think that that's what you do when you've been hurt. You want to hint. But I do agree with the point that I think if you're going to host a little game, you kind of have to be... And also, what is Ariana doing?
The whole game
Why aren't you doing this?
For the girls anyway.
Totally.
Well, because Megan came on last season. And so I think it's like her way of, just...
And she should be a part of every season.
Promoting,
yeah.
And, she gives
shit.
them like the hot girl summer stuff and all that stuff, and I love that. I think that that's great, but I do think that that whole challenge, whatever, was completely because the producers are like, dang, these girls really got fucked up on Casa. Like, we need to give them some kind of win, because also, like, I really do think that the producers know well enough to know that they've embarrassed these girls on
well, this whole thing is a humiliation ritual. But
totally, but that was a lot.
I'll also say, to your point though, like, let's say Megan came in and was like, for the boys, that wouldn't have set well with me. So I do think
not for the boys.
But like, if she would have came in and was like scolding the girls versus scolding the boys.
Oh no!
Could you imagine?
The boys were wrong.
No, but I mean, like, in a situation where, like, if that were reversed, like, I'm for it because the boys were definitely in the wrong, but like,
but if the girls were in the wrong and she scolded the girls, you're saying,
yeah, I'm kind of saying, like, I like that. Like, I'm to your point, you need to remain diplomatic and like keep everything in the dark. I was for it because I think these boys are written from hell. Like, I'm like, you're written by Satan. Like, I hate these boys. I feel bad for Gen Z and below. I'm like, if this is the crop of shit you're dealing with, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for you. But to your point, I think I was for it because I hate all those guys. If she would have been biased towards the boys, which would be insane, and I don't think she ever would. But I'm like, if there would have been, I would have been like, ugh. But that's not obviously what happened. I think but I guess what I'm trying to say is the diplomacy, I think.
It's beneficial, but
I didn't mind.
It was enjoyable.
I'm biased, so I didn't mind.
Yeah.
That's my take.
I agree.
Jen and Gall. Okay.
Jen and Gall.
At the thing I sent you yesterday, so Gall's coffee shop was like justice for Jen because it's like a woman's owned shop. Mm-hmm. The conversation he had with her, we said, "You're being aggressive. Can you by any means?"
I literally, I like grabbed.
I went like this,
like that.
Like, this man has never met.
I said, "Oh my god."
I'm Hispanic and Italian, this man would hate me. I just say, what, aggressive? I go, what? Like, I talk rude all the time. Like, I go, I sigh a lot. Like, he would think I was abusive.
It doesn't matter. You're the one giving attitude. She's reciprocating it, but I wouldn't even call that reciprocating. I would call it, she's a person, a human being with feelings who's allowed to feel the way that she feels because she just got rejected by you.
Well, then also
and she's allowed to do that. And then he's like, he can't handle like the truth. He can't handle like a human being having their own opinions.
Well, he also said she was aggressive when he goes, I feel like I can't pursue any of the girls in here. No, you can't. Everyone's coupled up. That's the nature of this house. And she literally goes, well, yeah, that's how I feel too. And he goes, I feel like you're being aggressive. And he's like, and I'm like, I was like, actually, her take on it's correct. There's nobody in this house you could approach without starting a problem.
Completely.
You couldn't approach Melanie. You couldn't approach Anaya. Mm-hmm. You couldn't approach Kate. There's nobody in this house.
Can't even approach Kenzie without closing things off with Jen. I mean, whatever.
Or pissing off what's her... Dylan.
Yeah.
Like, there's nobody in this house you could approach without starting a problem this late in the game. And when you're a bombshell, you kind of have to be, like, aware of that. So he's like... I can't even explore because all the girls are like, oh, that's Jen's guy. It's like, because all the girls are being respectful to me. You can move however you want. And if they get the ick from you, that's on you, baby.
Yeah.
Like, so I thought that it was clever that his little coffee shop did that. And then I sent you, like, the top comment. This is a little aggressive. And I thought, because that was a poor...
That was a bad choice of
For
words.
a gaslighting guy, I'm like, that was a weird... he'll never live that down to me. Calling a girl aggressive for just saying, well, that's just kind of how it is in the house. She wasn't disagreeing with you. She was just letting you know, like, that's just sort of this house, dude. Like, this is the weirdest season of Love Island ever because no one's allowed to talk to anybody.
Yeah.
That's it. So that's just the season that's just season 8, babe. Like, that's not, Jen's not doing that.
No.
Like, but also, here's where I think Jen is kind of dumb. She should have picked Ronnie and picked a guy that wanted her. She picked a guy that was already exploring Kenzie before she picked. And, like, that's on you, babe.
On you.
I would never have picked a guy that was, like... Because here's the thing. All these guys are on their best behavior just trying to get into the house. So if he's on his best behavior and already looking with his head on a swivel...
Once he gets there, he doesn't give a fuck about you.
Yeah, gone with the wind fabulous. Like, I'm sorry. That was dumb Tina of her. Like, dumb. You should have picked Ronnie. That's on you. And I think she's had, like, but in her defense, she's the chillest of all the chills. She has not had one overreaction to anything. He was brutal with their little breakup. She had a weird recounting of it. She goes, the way she recapped it, I was like, oh, that was weird.
Yeah, she said that she kind of did it instead of him.
And I was like, did you?
Kevin caught that too, and I was like, wait, what? And we went back, but
he did set her up to make it so she would start a fight with him, so he could. Mm-hmm. I think he set it up to be that way.
And I do think that she is correct in the way that she said, I just need to, we need to stop this conversation.
100%. And that's a great way to end. Like, when you go, I realize what you're doing here.
We need to stop the conversation. And so I think that's maybe what she was trying to say by, like, we needed to end this.
Totally. But it wasn't quite accurate.
As opposed to, like, it's not the relationship. We need to end the conversation is what you said. But, again, we don't know if that's, the editing itself. But I will also say that three things, I think. 3 things. I think. Maybe it's 2. 2 things. 1, Gauze on Hinge. I swiped right. A long time ago. I'm going to tell you that. I told Kevin.
Not the niche micro-influencer from Venice Beach. No!
But I mean, he was on there for, like, so long, too. And I was like, damn. And so then I think that's, like, the second time.
So he's looking for pussy, not love.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a stash like that should have told you.
Totally. And then I also was kind of like, we never matched. So I was like, you hate me. But
you're too aggressive.
I'm too aggressive. I'm too beautiful. I'm too, like, I know where my head's at. Oh, it is 3 things. Okay, and then the other thing I was going to say is that Jen, this is the most coherent and emotionally, like, mature that I've ever seen her on the show, was that conversation she had with Gall. And I said, wow, that's amazing, because all of your choices haven't really reflected that.
Or her edit has been bad.
Your edit's been real shit.
But she looks like I don't want to say bimbo, but definitely she looks like an airhead.
Well, she's got the Gabe thing. That doesn't help. And then you were, like, not wise enough to choose Ronnie, which I think doesn't help you either.
Do you believe that, like, a guy needs to, like, I have the mindset that a guy needs to like the girl more for a relationship to be, like, initially successful.
Did you tell me that already?
Probably, because I truly believe it. Like, probably in, like, private conversations we've had this.
My sister said this.
Because I know that
you said it, and my sister has now said
literally,
it.
Like, offline, like, because I know we've talked about this with, like, other situations. I truly think that, like, for a relationship to work, the guy has to be, like, not only the aggressor, but, like, the one who's initially more interested, because I just think that I've never met a relationship where where the girl's been the aggressor and it, like, worked out, unless the girl's, like, Khloe fucking Kardashian. Like, it's not gonna work out, babe.
Yeah.
Like, and any relationship I've been in that's been successful, it's like the woman has to decide they're sure of the man.
Yes.
But if the man isn't walking into it sure of the woman.
Yeah.
So I think
it's not right.
Like not picking
work.
Ronnie was a disservice. And same with Gabe. The reason Gabe and her worked out was because Gabe had already decided like, oh, I'm attracted to you.
Yeah.
And then Ronnie, I'm attracted to you. And then you went with a guy who was attracted to Kenzie.
Yeah.
You were never going to win a man that had eyes for someone else before you even started.
It's very clear. It's very clear. And I think
guys are simple.
It is nice that we get to learn all this stuff, secondhand.
Totally.
Which is great. And not like I need to know anything else. I know enough.
Learn how gross the world
really
enough. Is. Yeah.
But
I'm
it
dead
is
that
really
he's
nice
unhinged.
and then the last thing I'll say about Jen and Gall is I do think I understand the other side with Jen, as in she's just being honest. I get it. There's no excuse for this kind of thing, whatever. However, I do think that it was super, super, super mean to say. Maybe I'm not a mean person, but like it is so mean to say I would not be friends with you outside of the villa. If we weren't in Love Island, I wouldn't be your friend. And then go on to say I don't trust you. What I feel like would have been maybe a better thing to say, just probably more diplomatic. Maybe I'm like wrong in that, where like I don't want to like twist the knife necessarily, but I guess maybe if somebody does actually like genuinely hurt me, then I will totally. But I couldn't see how she would be that hurt because I feel like we all saw this coming. I think she should have seen it coming. But regardless, she should have said something along the lines of, I think what you're doing and the way that you're moving is reflecting really badly on your character. I think that, if you do continue to act like this and move like this, like you're coming off very untrustworthy. I don't trust you. I'm not going to trust you after this. And like, I would really like love if it wasn't going to be that way, but that's the way that it is. That is a so much better thing to say than I wouldn't be your friend.
Yeah.
I
wonder what her sign is.
It's so direct.
It is direct, but then I guess it's kind of on brand for her.
I guess it's true, but holy crap. I thought that was like
I liked it because I think that was sort of what Kenzie needed to like. It was like the first time someone called Kenzie lustful. And it's like, if you think that handshakes kisses and handshakes are the same, like you are lustful.
They called her that at the recoupling. The boys did.
And I think that, when she heard it from Corbin, she had like a little meltdown. And I'm like, yeah, but you are. Mm-hmm. You're the horniest girl in here. Like, so I think it kind of woke her up to how she was moving. I liked that she was so direct with her because I think that maybe just because like that's how I am. So I would have been like, I don't think I would like you outside of here because my friend would have let me know before they went and kissed the guy.
Totally.
But I also say I hope I would be smart enough to pick a guy that only had eyes for me because that's sort of where I think that Jen was wrong, where it's like you picked a guy that was exploring Kenzie before you picked him.
Yeah.
And then you still picked him and because you thought that it's like that wasn't what was best for you. He's not.
That's what you wanted. You're shallow in that and like I get it, but like I think that there's a difference between like having confidence in yourself and having confidence in him to choose you.
Totally. And I think that part of that response to Kenzie was being upset. Like, and I think Kenzie's getting a bad rap because everyone's like, I think no one's man is safe while Kenzie's around. And maybe that's the power of the splits. Like, I don't actually know. But I think that I would be bitter if I was Jen too. I think she would kind of not overreacted. I think that's an appropriate-ish reaction, a harsh one, but
it's harsh.
It's harsh.
It's
but she's not wrong. But
valid.
I think it also comes from a place of feeling rejected.
Yeah,
like I don't think it's a Kenzie thing. I think it's like I'm so sick of like everybody that I want wants you, and that's annoying. Mm-hmm. And I think that would be hurtful. But I also think in that situation,
it's completely hurtful.
Kenzie should have been like, "Hey, I'm gonna go make out with Gall." Because also Kenzie's saying, "I wanted to see if there was a connection." It's like you wanted to see if you could make out with them.
Yeah.
Why don't you just say that? Like, I want to make out with these people. Not I want to talk with these people.
I also think that the problem is that there is a connection.
No, they would have been. They are. There is a. Yes.
It's a very strong connection.
I think Gall and Kenzie make most sense together. I think that Dylan.
Short end of the stick.
Yeah, and I think Dylan's a crybaby, and I'm not trying to be mean because I like when men can be emotional on TV, but emotional like the way Carl is, where his EQ is up there. He can articulate. He's not
why
crying.
He's upset. Yeah.
He's not throwing a sheet over his head and going, "I'm so stupid." It's like you shouldn't think you're stupid for what someone else does.
Yeah.
Someone else being dumb makes them stupid.
Yeah.
Like I wish that these people wouldn't base their intelligence on. Yeah. it's full Anaya, because Anaya's like, I'm so stupid. It's like, no, he actually told you like 3 times he didn't want you. And then you saw him not want you. You saw him out of the casa. You saw him in casa. What else did you need to see?
Yeah.
Like, I would have known.
You're not stupid. You're, like, choosing this. Like, I don't think that it's you being dumb. I think it's you being, you know, unstable and, like, certain. Like, I don't know.
Like, she should have known. And I think to Anaya's, like, downfall, if she would have let Casey explore Soul, she would have known if he actually wanted her or not, because he would have picked Soul.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. And then you could have gotten over this a long time ago and taken the bombshells that came into the house. Like, so again.
Yeah, they would have come in for you for sure. It would have been so clear.
Much better for you.
So easy. Bombshells are better anyway. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Like,
we were all rooting for her, I think.
Yeah.
And then, like, just like that Tyra Banks, like, we were all rooting for you. It's like, we were. But anyways, back to Jen and Gall. Gall has something with Kenzie. That's going to implode because something's going to happen with Dylan. I think Dylan's going to freak out at tomorrow's movie night. Because he's already acting like he's her boyfriend, and that's going to be a turnoff. It's going to make her claustrophobic quick, because I don't like when people do that to me. Mm-hmm. So if someone's already being so possessive of you before they really know you, it's weird.
Yeah.
So
I mean, she was definitely, like, coerced, like, under duress to say the things that she said
100%.
to Dylan. Like, that was a little nuts.
Okay, the singles. Anaya, Carl, Amora.
This is from yesterday. I said, is Carl protecting himself or is he punishing Anaya? I think that he's done. After how she acted at movie night, I think he's going to use that as an excuse.
It was kind of frightening.
It was frightening.
Yelling in Casey's face was weird.
Yeah.
I understand that kind of.
So then you got up and walked all the way over to the boys' side, and like basically like was like going like until he sat down. Like, I just think that he's gonna say, hey, this is a little much for me. I think I need somebody that has a little bit better emotional intelligence and can speak with their words.
He's
and
too
like
mature
can
for that
handle
vibe.
themselves like a little bit better in this type of situation. If you are being embarrassed, like publicly embarrassed, you need to know how to take that as opposed to embarrassing yourself further.
Yeah, I think that you're 100% correct. I think that Carl is also mature beyond. I don't know what his age is. I didn't catch it. I love him. I think he's so handsome. I'm also old, so I feel like I'm attracted to this vibe because it's like calm, stable, not chaotic. And I guess Anaya right now, I don't want to say she's unhinged because that's not really correct, but I would say the way that she's acting is as if her and Casey were in a relationship for like 2 years and then he left her for like a random girl. I feel like what I keep having to remind myself, and even when I'm talking about it, 3 weeks, even if it's 3 weeks every day, it's still 3 weeks. That's a blip of time on the radar. So to like get up and walk over there, I thought to myself, like that's not going to age well. And then I thought, why would you even get up? Carl is the Disney prince. He's America's boyfriend. Yeah. I don't know why he's on this show. Yeah. So,
people are funny too on the internet. They're like, Carl's rich. Like, I think he's like rich. And I think that that's not like to be like horrible, but I think that that's part of his draw as well. Like,
he looks rich.
Yeah. And he speaks like the way that
educated.
He's so emotionally intelligent too. Like, it's just so clear. It's so clear.
Like, that's a man right there.
Yeah. He said he like met his girlfriend, like his ex-girlfriend, like in Nantucket, like in the summer in Nantucket.
What a dream. He also
like,
is the only guy that has a girlfriend coming out saying how amazing he was.
Oh, really?
There was a girlfriend.
So
his ex-girlfriend made a video and was like, he's amazing. And I thought, no one else has that kind of propaganda happening.
Funny.
Like, everyone else has their exes coming out going, Corbin said this and this person said that. And then he has an ex going, he was amazing. Take me back. So I think that speaks to Carl. Anaya, again, you were built for Love is Blind. You were not built for Love Island. I will stay on that to the day I die.
I think Carl is also smart. I know he's a nice guy. I'm not saying he's being like nefarious at all in the way that he's moving, but he is smart enough to make Amora breakfast.
Yes.
To kind of keep that option open. But again, he's not doing it in a way where it's very clear. Like, it's not clear. It's going to be and appear
nice guy.
And also be very natural if something does happen between them. because it is natural. Because he's like, well, I'm just here. I'm taking care of you, of course. Like, obviously, I do think that he does think that nobody should go hungry. Like, she needs to have breakfast. Who's going to make her breakfast? He's super sweet, but I think it's going to go in that direction because
I hope it does.
I hope it does.
And I think the Casa girls have the privilege of remaining calm, which is nice. And because they're kind of coming into this shit show, they're not like a part of the shit show.
Yeah.
So it was interesting during movie night. Amore's just kind of giggling the whole time.
She's just waiting. She's waiting for her own clip. She knows it's coming, so she's just like,
yeah. I thought it was weird that TT was smiling even through him hooking up with Sydney. Casey hooking up with Sydney.
I think
it just was icky.
I do think that there's a level of bitch, you're gonna fucking get it when we're done with it. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, she's like,
I see what you did over there too. That's funny to me.
Like that.
Like, it is funny to her.
Yeah.
The way that he was moving. Obviously, like she knows that there isn't any like loyalty right off the bat, but she is going to like, I think she's gonna push on him for that and be like, so.
Yeah, it's not funny, haha, it's funny, bang, bang.
Yeah. In like a, yeah.
So, anyways, Amora's cute. I thought it was interesting that Gaul was kind of pursuing her. I didn't know if he was doing that because she was the only other open. If Gaul wants to pursue the girls in the villa, he should just pursue the girls in the villa. I do like that he's going for Amora, but I'm like, are you just going because she's the only single one? Because if you say, like, oh, the girls won't talk to me, like, be a man, sack up, and, like, pull other girls for a chat then. So that I don't know if, I'm like, I don't know.
None of them are men. None of them are men at all, and nobody knows how to play the game. Nobody knows what the game is called. Like, it is so bizarre.
No one's playing it like a game.
Nobody is like, they're like, well, I can't talk. And, like, I get it. Like, I understand, like, where Soul was coming from with that, where she said, like, remember when she said, she's like, if you guys were going to be, like, a lot more open, like, this would have been a completely different experience, but you guys weren't, so it kind of sucked.
She was like, this is Couples Island, not Love Island.
Yeah. And so I think that, like, Gaul, I understand, like, how the bombshells could feel like that. I totally get it. However, like, it doesn't matter. Like, you are the bombshell. You do have the power in this situation. Like, you come in, you wreck things. That is what you're supposed to do. And if you're not doing your job, that's your fault. That's your problem.
Yeah, because, I mean, you have to think, like...
Soul chose the wrong person to do it with. That's her problem. She could have done it with Casey. She could have explored Sincere and Casey at the same time, and then that way she wouldn't have been as hurt by Sincere, because she wouldn't have put all of her eggs in that basket. And then she would have, you know, with Casey and Anaya, shooken that whole thing up. And then, you know, somebody else... maybe 2. Just go for 3. Like, might as well.
She should have been a little more, I don't want to say aggressive. But she should have, especially because she was, like, mad at all the guys. The guys are all scared of their girls. But if she would have pulled any of those men for a chat, they all would have gone to chat with her.
Totally.
So, it's kind of a double-edged sword there where I'm like, I do see your point. And I think in the outside world, men are approaching her. So I think she's kind of like, that should be the same in here. But these men are pussies.
That's where Gaul is, too, though. It's like, I'm like, he's saying nobody's open. I'm like, you're not even being aggressive.
But also, like, I feel like another thing with LA...
I'm so scared of getting kicked off.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. Like, LA is weird because I can't imagine... I can't see him, like, approaching a girl in LA. I feel like he's used to getting approached. Do you know what I mean? And maybe that's just, like, a bad take that I have on, like, LA guys.
No,
but
I think you're right.
So I feel like when he's like, oh, like, I think he was blaming Jen for no one approaching him. It's like, no, like, just, no one's going to approach you in here. I'm like, that's just, that was my take.
Yeah,
so,
you're definitely right about that.
What are your predictions, before we get into, like, the craziness of, like, the other part, but, like, what are your predictions for this upcoming movie night?
Upcoming movie night, I think Kenzie's going to get riggedy wrecked. I think that's going to be a really hard pill to swallow for her. I also think for Dylan, seeing how bad it is, you know, like that's gonna.
But didn't he see some of that before he came in? I think that's my question. Is like, weren't they all kind of watching before they walked in? Like,
yeah.
Because then he would have seen that sneaky kiss between her and
I think he's gonna see the one with Gaul. So he's gonna see that like firsthand and be like, it wasn't just a kiss. And
because
like,
she made it seem like he came all the way, and that was.
And
she was like playing with his. It was
Yeah, she was like that. She's like, let me jack off
Yeah,
your
yeah,
freaking finger. I was like,
French fry my finger. She was
like,
being insane.
But I also think that it's going to be very clear that they do have chemistry. So I think that with Dylan and with Jen, they're both going to be like, we're out. Like, you guys have a weird amount of chemistry that is like, it seems like you're just with me for like pity kind of thing.
100%.
And like to the point where it's like, I don't want to be part of, like, if you guys have something going on, like, I'm not going to compete for that. You just go and do that then. Because obviously what you have with that person is stronger than what you have with me. So why am I here?
Yeah.
You know, I think that's going to happen. I really, really, really hope that Kata and Zach explode again. Because I think that he's still getting off. Oops.
He's getting off so easy. Oh, what?
I don't know. I thought it was something else, and so I started touching it. I think that he's getting off so easy. And then what else?
Oh, I hope Sincere and Melanie finally break. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
If they break up without one of them going home, nothing will get resolved. So one of them has to leave the island, and I think it should be Sincere. But the thing is,
no, I think that no.
You want them to leave together, or you want Melanie to leave?
No, I want them to both stay and then break up.
I feel like it would just
Live
be
with
miserable. I guess okay. I think it'll be.
Because
I think they're just miserable. I just want them both gone.
Because if they're gone, then that makes your choice so much easier. Of course,
Totally.
you're gonna then be open.
Then it's
you
easy.
have to learn how to get over somebody.
Yeah.
By your own choice.
Totally
That's
true.
part of life.
But she should have already done that. Like, I think that they're gonna stay in a toxic relationship. No. I think that because she was yelling at him in the clip, "When are you gonna fix this?" And I'm thinking that's the wrong question, baby. I know. And she was doing so good until this episode. So she was miserable for the first 2 weeks. Had this like reset where I'm thinking she kind of like woke up the other day and said, you know, being chosen isn't the win, it's being respected. Mm-hmm. And I went, finally. Yeah. And then oh, thanks. And then back to this, like back to tears on the couch. And I thought it was good she had no reaction at the first movie night. And then when we see that she has a big reaction at the second movie night. And I thought it was interesting that they split up movie night. So I'm wondering if the episode was just...
so upset when they did that.
Because when you give me an hour and a half episode to watch, that's what it should be. I don't want... Don't cut me short.
I don't want the breakfast in the morning. I don't care.
Especially not when I have to take a day off tonight.
Movie night.
I know. And like, but then tonight I have to take off. It's like, you're going to give me a full...
I mean,
I get why you did it, but I'm pissed that you did it.
And yeah, any cliffhanger of any book or series or anything
Ultimate
like that,
cliffhanger.
Totally. It's like genuinely awesome.
So watching the Amora stuff is going to be interesting. I don't know how they're going to fare. I think that we need to stop yelling at Casey. What's done is done. I think Anaya really needs to get over it. Like, I no longer feel bad for her. I'm like, you're choosing to have a pity party.
Yeah.
Stop telling me you have butterflies for Carl. I love Carl.
I don't believe it.
I don't either.
I don't believe it. I think that...
I hope that Carl got the ick last night. With her walking up and yelling at Casey. That was crazy.
I think he did. He
nothing,
didn't defend her once.
But there's also nothing to defend. And he even at one point put his face over the pillow, and I thought...
Yeah, he did.
He's out, dude.
Yeah, he's out.
And then, Kate and Zach, they'll probably break up. Trinity and Bryce, there's not a bad edit that could hit them. Like, I think that they already talked about the worst that they did, and the worst Bryce did was night one, and the worst that what's-her-name did was in the photo booth. And that was, like... under the guise that the guys were being crazy.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
That's that. And then I don't think there's... Oh, and Corbin and Permina, nothing's going to break them up. They're like two little roaches. They're together forever.
Yeah. I think...
Unless she gets sent home from the slur, but I don't know. I didn't look into it. I heard it was like in a text and not like a social media thing. But I'm like, you can't send home one villager and not the other for the same shit. So...
I think like my biggest thing is I know we just had Casa, but we need more bombshells. Like, you let these people hang out with each other for way too long. Like, we need a bombshell that is going to come in and like
Villa.
Truly disrupt. Like, not with looks, with their chat. Like, you need to be mega flirty, flirt. Hey, everybody, let's do this now. Like, just take control of the place. There is not one person that is, like, I guess aggressive or, like, dominant in that way.
Besides
like,
Jen.
But I'm just saying, like, there's nobody, like, coming in. Like, I think they did it in the beginning, was, like, Trinity and Kenzie were like, let's do, like, yoga. We're doing butts out yoga.
Yeah.
And, like, they did that thing. Oh, and Anaya was there, too. But, like, it's like, okay, like, that was the one thing you guys did.
Yeah, they're very annoying.
Only other thing that happened was Corey made you breakfast as, like, a little picnic thing. Nobody has done anything.
You know what I never thought of is that we would
all.
need someone like Ace in the villa.
Yeah.
I thought Ace was such a terrorist last season. I was like, I hate this little minion who's just like running the show here. But then I look back and I go, we need an Ace. And
this is just chaos and it's messy and like it's dumb.
And I'm bored.
It's a bunch of people making stupid decisions that could have all been avoided.
I'm bored to tears.
It's boring.
It really is. And it's not messy. And
it's
like,
not messy enough.
So we're all crucifying Kenzie for being messy. And it's like, but you know, if she was in any other season, she would just be another one of the girls.
Yeah.
She's messy in this one because it's Couples
Yeah.
Island. So it's kind of one of those, I will say I don't like love, because it does seem like she's truly never satisfied. And I feel like we must not be seeing something if everyone has that POV on her. But then also I'm kind of like,
she just hasn't found what she's looking for.
Totally.
Like, and that's like,
can't blame a girl for that.
It's not necessarily her fault for like not wanting to make something work.
Totally.
Because I think that nobody else would do that.
No, I agree. But we're all like mad at her for it. But like her, Corbin, and Sincere all kind of move similarly. But we're like so mad at Corbin and
Sincere.
Yeah. And I would say even the Corbin comment, he made one comment about, oh, Kenzie's out the window. And it's like, but yeah, like, did you really think that Kenzie was Corbin's type in the first place? Like, when I saw Parmita, my jaw hit the floor. I went, I'm like, oh, that's everyone's type. So,
well,
can't blame a guy. She's just mad that she wasn't. It just sucks when you're not picked for looks and you know it. Because when it's so shallow like that and you're like, oh, you like her because she's prettier than me. And that's all it is. Because, like, she didn't pick her because you had some intellectual conversation.
Yeah.
You saw her walk out in that cat suit and went, fuck me up. And so I think that would hurt my ego. And I think anytime your ego is hurt, it's hard to move correctly unless you're just, like, very... such a good, you know, your third eye's all the way open, all the fucking things. Like, I'm like, because I know that would crush me, and then it's in the embarrassment of it all, but
at the same time, it's like, you know, it's not nice to hear that kind of comment, but
get over it.
Yeah.
Because, like, I also think, like, here's the thing. You know that if you're in the casa, or if you're in the villa, you're you're a 10. But you have to know that when they send in a bombshell, that girl's a 12. And that's the point of a bombshell, is to, like,
rock,
distract, you know? So I think that's the...
I feel like his comment, like, being like, oh, Kenzie's out the window. It's like, I know that that's, like, so mean. I get it. Like, it's not nice to hear. But, like, it's the truth.
And the thing is, Kenzie would have done it to him.
He didn't say, Kenzie's out the window, and then... go back on it and say, no, I always liked you, da-da-da-da-da. That's Sincere move.
He, like, died on on that hill.
He is dead.
He's
on
like,
the hill.
I choose this.
Yeah, he's buried.
Also,
he's 6 feet under. He's got his little tomb, says, here lies a dickhead.
No, literally.
And that's him.
Here lies a computer. But also, Parmita was like, I want to be closed off 2 days in. And he was like, okay. That's how a guy moves when he's, like, obsessed with you. Like, Kenzie and him, like, had, like, a... I don't know. Yeah. At the end of the day, it just wasn't for, like, come on, Kenzie. Like, you must have, your relationship was, like, built on lust. He found a girl he was more lustful for.
Well, wait, and then also, didn't somebody say, like, what are you going to do if somebody else walks in? And they said, open it back up. Who said that? Somebody said that.
Oh, my God. It was the other blonde girl, Jaden. She was like, well, you could always just open it back up. And I was like, oh. Okay, Jessica Alba. I liked her. She goes, well, you could always just do this. I'm like, okay. So that lets me know. I would say we need to open it up for more bombshells. I mean, we're on episode 25, and there's 36 episodes that come out per season. So we have 11 more episodes before, and they have time.
Something needs to happen.
They have time to send more people in.
I'm so bored.
Yeah.
Okay. Last thing. We talked about this last week.
We had a really good conversation about it.
Text.
Offline. It was a really good combo.
Well, because I think that we were at this point with the show where it just was getting, like, a little much. It was, like, with all the Casa, with everything, with the way that what was being shown to us as the viewer, it felt very sticky because it was gross almost. And I think that like I don't know. I said low down real talk. Like there is definitely something wrong with this type of entertainment. I don't need to see somebody's butthole on like television when my boyfriend's sitting right next to me. Like, and I'm not saying that I'm the most secure person ever. Like, I'm not saying that, but I'm also not saying I'm insecure either. Like, I just think that there's something that happens where you are having this humiliation ritual that we've we've said that before about the show, but you're doing that and normalizing it on television to a point where it becomes almost this like sex sells, and it becomes this like kind of like porn fetishy thing where the girls who are watching it, yes, obviously everybody is like has the emotional intelligence of a toddler who can't play and share toys, but the bodies of these women and their ages that they are as well, like, is very hard to watch, I think. And what else was I saying? It's unrealistic women. I said, oh, okay, that's what it was. So I also said, like, I think it was okay when Leah was on it, which was like a few seasons ago, 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that the cool thing about her was her, and also all of the girls that she was with, they were all friends. And it truly seemed like they kind of had each other's back. It truly seemed like they were like giving good advice instead of saying, girl, go for him. They were being like, I don't know if you should. Like, I just truly, like, from what we've seen, I don't know if you should trust this guy. Yeah. And somebody would have told that to Melanie a long time ago if anybody actually cared. And so, and these women have things to say. Like, I think Leah had so little PR training in the best way possible. And then we moved to the next season where Cierra has way too much PR training, and she thinks that she's people's princess. Lo and behold, she's the absolute worst.
Yeah.
And
she was until the slur. I think everyone was like treating her like head bitch in charge for sure.
Totally, because they let her do that, you know? And I just think that when we're doing a show like this, you kind of just need the most genuine people as possible, because those are the people that we want to watch. We don't want to watch a bunch of, you know, PC people and people trying to get brand deals, people trying to, you know, get the sympathy vote from America. There's all these like strategies that I think everybody's been having in this specific season. I think maybe even a little bit of last season, right? But like this season specifically, I think has just rubbed me the wrong way, because I don't think anybody's speaking with like intention, and I don't think any of the girls have a good head on their shoulders. I don't know if they had like, you know, good friends, like good like environment around them. Yeah, exactly. And to be able to express themselves properly, stand up for themselves, have self-respect, and I think that that's kind of what it comes down to, is like that lack of.
Well, also it's like, I think the weird thing too is I like this show a lot. Things I don't like about it is when I find out like a 22-year-old is being like, I don't want to say exploited, because they did sign up to do it. But also it's like, it's very, I mean, what is different from OnlyFans in this? And not to be mean, but it's like, spot the difference. Yeah. Because I saw Pramita's butthole 5 minutes of her being on TV. And like,
we have people sucking toes. Like,
it's very sexual, very hypersexual.
We're preying on specific fetishes.
100%. And like right now, feet are in. So we're doing a whole Cinderella challenge where lick this person's foot and like catch the hot dog in your mouth. And it's very, it's definitely degrading. Like we said, it is a humiliation ritual. I think that if there was less perverts creating the challenges, because I don't necessarily need, like, I mean, last year there was a challenge where someone got milk from an udder and passed the milk into their partner's mouth. That was foul.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was as over sexualized as licking the bottom of someone's foot when like people pay money to see that like through a paywall. So I find it weird that we're just putting that out there for free. And that like Peacock's like, yeah, we're doing this.
Also, what we're doing here in these challenges is it's very fetish centric challenges as opposed to
a challenge.
Words. Like, and I sound like such a prude when I say that, but like they could be pulling cards and saying like, I hate comparing it to the UK one, but they just did a challenge where it says like it was Villa tea and like public tea or something like that, and they pull cards, and the Villa one is something that somebody said on the show, and everybody has to guess who said it to who about who. And
but that's more fun.
And then they pull these, and everybody got in trouble. It was like movie night.
Yeah.
And they still have movie night that's coming up. And so it's gonna be even better. And like,
but it's also not degrading.
We could have known what Sincere said to Soul 2 weeks ago. Like, when Soul came in, they could have done that challenge where they're using what people's actions are as ammo to rile up everybody, because I don't think everybody would have been stayed as all coupled up, oh, everything's dandy, all that stuff, because you're just running on sexual energy as opposed to running on what these people are actually doing and how they're moving in the villa.
Like the challenges could be more intellectual versus like degrading, or they sexually could be like, degrading.
Like the Doors one where it's like, which islander do you think has done this, or which islander do you think has done this in the past, or all that kind of stuff. They could have done more of that kind of stuff. Yeah. Which would have been
versus licking each other's feet.
It's better because then you go and you look at the person you couple up with and you go, oh, ew, I don't like that about you. I'm going to go find somebody else.
But I also need like an islander too. And like, here's the thing. I would say if you had an older crowd, if someone's like, hey, lick the bottom of this person's foot, I would have said, no, thank you. Mm-hmm. And I think that's simple. Like I would have just said, no, thanks. I'm not doing that. And so I think that that's the other part where I don't think that, I think it's an age thing. So you're exploiting like children. And I think it's kind of gross and it's kind of giving porn industry and it's just like weird. And
well, it's different weird. Generation. So each generation obviously it has a much different mindset. I think right now we're moving into a generation that's got a way different one than we, Well,
it's all about being famous. It's all about going viral. It's all about like how many followers am I going to walk out of here with? Like,
this isn't about dignity. This isn't about being America's princess.
It's not about finding love either. And that's the thing is whereas the UK version is probably more about that than not. And I also would argue if you had a group of 28 to 35-year-olds, it would be more genuine connections versus I'm not taking a 22-year-old boy seriously. Mm-hmm. Not one that lives in Miami. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not doing it. Like that relationship will last a year or two max.
Exactly. It is.
That's it.
It is. It's just too much. So then whatever, talking about like the male-centric camera angles, it's just been like really nuts. I don't need to see so much like upskirt, but everybody's in a bikini, so it's like it's like up what? Like it's up everything at that point. Like when they're hanging out in soul ties and it's like we're seeing people from here. We're not seeing people from up top. It's like we're seeing them from like here. And it's just too much. And I was also saying that like I wonder, again, this is just probably where America is at right now, and I know that like I don't think I'm like the biggest conspiracy person ever, but I think I know human behavior enough to be like, well, yeah, of course that's what's going to happen. But slight conspiracy on, we're normalizing these things. We're showing these things. We're showing these fake bodies. We're showing this like placid, written by a man, woman characters. Like we're just showing all of this stuff. And everybody's airbrushed on the show also, too. And so I think that we as women, we're watching it. It's preying on our insecurities. And then we then go turn to capitalism and hypersexuality. And, oh, I need to get my boobs done. I need to be working out more. Or, oh, I need to be more bubbly. I need to be more sexual because that's what's fun. And that's what guys like. Because I don't want to be a grandma like Anaya. Like, I can't be a respectable person that like, has a choice. Like has like maybe a different outlook on what I want to do with my body, and maybe I don't want to move that fast with you, but that's seen as a bad thing. So we can't.
Totally like that girl last year, the Christian girl last year that got
she got
Bella, Beldasha.
Yeah, and so I think that it does that, and then on top of all of that, if you are the kind of person that watches this with your man, you're so screwed.
I also, every time I'm watching the show, I always think, I hope these girls don't have dads.
I mean,
because if your dad was watching you act like that on TV, I guess I so am worried about like what my parents think of me, and like maybe that's a curse on some level, but like if I was doing that and then my dad was like, oh, I'm on TV, and then my dad's seeing this is the show I'm on, it's not like exactly a mama I made it moment. No. It's like, this is gonna follow you around. It's like we stopped worrying about what was gonna follow. It's crazy how all these things will resurface of things the Islanders have said, but then it's like you're not worried about saying a slur in a song and having that go on Snapchat, but then you're also not worried about having your butthole on TV. Yeah. For free. Yeah. At the very least, make some money off of it. Crazy. Like for free, it's like,
well, because you have the potential of making $50K, but then you also have the potential of making like brand deals. So it's kind of like, I feel like maybe that's what people think the payment is, but it's really sad that like that.
Forever. Like, because one day you're going to meet your husband and then he's going to see you, like, licking a man's foot on TV, and then their family's going to see that, and it's just, it's really humiliating, and both.
The person that you meet and the person that you end up with is going to be somebody that either thinks that's okay or, like, really wants that, which is, like, even worse on your part if that's not what you're interested in. I mean, if it is,
then that's a choice.
It's fine. It's a choice.
But I just think it's a weird. I don't think. I guess I'll say at 22, I probably wouldn't have had the wherewithal to realize that would embarrass me later. No. And I don't think you have the foresight to go, what I'm doing as a 22-year-old is gonna haunt me when I'm a 32-year-old. Mm-hmm. And I think that that's the difference. Is like there's no. It's just all about the instant gratification of becoming famous and going viral and not doing anything else, and I think that that's alarming, and I think this show could be just as entertaining, and the girls are wearing, like, I would say even just like the types of bikinis, it's just, you could make so much money on OnlyFans wearing those bikinis, and you're just for free doing it on TV, and I like, okay, like, and that doesn't even really offend me, but then when you're jumping on like a man's lap and he's spreading your cheeks, and then I am now seeing later, like now I'm doing a colonoscopy on you. It's just insane.
What Corbin did during the heart rate challenge or whatever.
They had to cut it.
And it's just like, and they said that
he like munched on her.
Amora said it on the
After Sun.
Yeah, After Sun. And it's just, I don't know. I think that's just my whole thing about it is it's. The normalization of all of it is getting a bit much for me. Like, I don't know how much more I can watch.
Like, I fast forwarded through the part, like, on the heart rate challenge. After the girls were done watching, I fast forwarded through that whole next part because I didn't want to watch it. I was like, I don't care about... Because they're just, like, humping each other. And I'm kind of like, okay, like, I could just put on, like, Skinamax if I wanted to watch that. Like, I don't need to watch a bunch of teenagers doing it. And I think that's the part that feels dirty is it's like... I know what your age is, and I feel bad for you. And I know that you're choosing to do this, and like you don't think it's embarrassing right now. There was so much I was doing at 22 that I didn't think was embarrassing then. It just wasn't documented like this because like we weren't doing that. We were graduating. Like when I was 22, we still had more than 2 types of phones. There wasn't just iPhone and Droid. It was like you had all kinds. There was all kinds of choices. Yeah. So like it just wasn't. Everything wasn't this, you know what I mean? So it's, like Facebook was still a thing. Facebook was cool. It wasn't for your grandma, like when I was 22. So I'm thinking in 10 years, this is what you're going to have out there. And like, as like a old lady now, as a married woman now, like, thank God, like the weird, like dumb choices I was making as a 22-year-old isn't like on film for like my now husband to see. Like that would be... And same with that. Like, I don't want to see what you were doing at 22. Like, yucky. Like, I don't... And then, let alone a million people seeing it. And then that being my legacy. It's like, oh, how'd you get famous? Oh, from being on this show where I degrade myself. Yeah. Yeah. It just sucks.
I mean, again, though, it is that thing where it is a choice. But, like, I do...
But we're setting it up like it's cool to make that choice. I think that's the problem. Yeah, we're like, this is so cool. You're going to be so viral for this. You're going to have 100,000 more followers than you want. Like, and it's like, yeah... Okay, but then what are you famous for? Like, I mean, you know what I remember? Like, Soul is so beautiful. That's what I remembered her walking in for. And then now I remember her, Mama Happy.
Yeah.
And I like crack up because I'm like, that's my takeaway from one of the most beautiful girls I've ever seen in my world, in my life.
Yeah.
And I remember being like, she's like a Victoria's Secret angel from the 90s. Like, she's so perfect. And now all I think is she's like a viral meme of Mama Happy. And I crack up because I'm like, she's so much more than that. But like, that's my takeaway. So what is America's? Like, what is everyone else's? Like, that's Melanie's is going to be being an idiot.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, yours is going to be, you kept choosing this like dumb fuck.
Yeah. I think it's just...
Anaya's is going to be meltdowns. Yelling in Casey's face.
Yeah, it's just really...
I think it just sets women back a little bit.
Yeah.
And so it's just like it's a taboo talk.
It could be a...
Because here I am still watching it, but it's like, it doesn't need to be this.
But that's what I'm saying is like, it could be a really great show if they were to just like tone it the fuck back. Like...
Yeah, it doesn't need to be this.
Such a good show. And I hate that I keep doing this. But the UK one, there is such a difference in these people. In the US one, everybody is so well versed and so comfortable being this hypersexual person. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then in the UK, they go and do the heart rate challenge, and like the guys are just like, I don't know what to do. Like everybody's like Bryce. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Everybody's a much more like in that whole kind of realm of like, haha, like I'll lick your neck or something. I don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
And it's this whole thing of like, that is a real human being that is like having fun and da-da-da. And like they do not do the challenges in that way.
They want like yes people
all.
too. Like I feel like you should have more people that have personalities and go lick this person's foot and go, I'm going to lose this game because I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I want to see more of that. Like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
I'll take the L.
Or like lick your hand, then lick the foot or something. Be creative.
Just
something.
be a little bit more like not yes. It's like you're so eager to embarrass yourself.
Even asking somebody to lick the foot is crazy. Like the
Yeah.
UK one currently right now, like they had like a foot one or whatever, and everyone was like, no, like we can't do it. Like, and like there's one girl, she's like, I love getting my feet like she's like obsessed with it, and then the guy that she's with is like, no, dude, like I would never do that. And she's like, well, I guess we're just not compatible. I'm breaking up with you because if you won't lick my foot, like, and that is
normal.
better.
That's more normal.
Better TV.
Yeah.
Better TV.
Because then most of these girls in the U.S. women, they were like, I can't believe I just licked a guy's foot to like win that and then I lost. Well, you could have said no.
Yeah.
Like one thing that's American is freedom of choice.
Yeah.
So
America
250.
I think that's my spiel.
Yeah.
On what I think about.
It could be less aggressive. We don't need to normalize this 22-year-olds doing these things.
Yeah.
And I think also it's gross that that these grown-ass producers are putting them in a position to, like, do it anyways. Yeah. Because I think at 22, when you think fame and, like, virality is on the line, you're going to do anything. And that's the embarrassing part. Mm-hmm. It's like, you shouldn't be thinking that you have to do that. Mm-hmm. But anyways, yet I still watch. But I also will say, I fast forward through a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not for me. Like, I'm in it for, like, I guess the drama, but like, I don't need.
There's not enough drama to be in it for.
I think that's why we're snoozing. Like right now, it's just like, yeah, it's not enough for me to watch girls walk around
Nobody's
in bikinis.
having a like genuine opinion, and when somebody does, they get flamed for it.
Yeah.
It's like the weirdest type of like
entertainment.
Yeah, it's like I think that's like that's not human reaction. I don't think like that's a weird. Yeah.
Yeah. Or
it's a very different type of human reaction than I'm like definitely used to. I'm used to people like being like when you have a conflict, you either like resolve it or you don't. And these people are very like resolve-y people. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Whatever.
That's our show.
That's it.
I guess we'll see you next Tuesday. I mean, stay tuned for movie night.
Yeah.
Maybe
we'll see.
See you sometime.
We'll see you sometime.
See you later. How about that? See you later.
Oh,
okay.
But see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday. Like cunt.
Shoot.
Like cunt.
I like that one. We will see you next Tuesday, except for it's a Wednesday. Love ya.
See you when we see ya. Okay? That's it.